Assalamualaikum and have a pleasant day to my supervisor Dr. Hasan bin Saleh and my panel Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Syaiful Rizal bin Abdul Hamid. My name is Puteri Nuraliah binti Raja Afandi from 4BTMM Section 1. Now, I'm going to present my second final year project, Determination of Customer Satisfaction Levels with Courier Service in Malacca City, a fundamental study. For my research, the increasing number of e-commerce transactions has resulted in the expansion of several industries, most particularly the courier industry. Previously, courier services were restricted to the delivery of physical correspondence files, such as parcels and mail, Gordon and Sebastian 2000. However, the courier sector expands thereafter to include the delivery of both paper and heavyweight goods to clients, Northern et al. 2012. Malaysia's delivery services industry is booming at the moment. Courier service providers are under pressure to implement a variety of technical and operational strategies in order to increase customer acquisition while maintaining existing customer relationship. Thus, the purpose of this study is to ascertain and quantify customer satisfaction with JNT Express Courier Service in Malacca. Customer satisfaction can be defined as the extent to which a business's goods or services meets or exceed the expectation of its customer, Roslan et al. 2010. Thus, it is necessary to understand how service quality affects customer satisfaction with courier providers and which aspects of service quality are most critical for a courier company. There are three problems stated here. There are huge complaints against courier services. According to MCMC, the number of complaints on postal and courier service increased dramatically from 2016 to 2018. However, in 2018, there were 1370 complaints compared to 143 in 2015. Late delivery, poor service, missing items, dissatisfaction with customer service, price, and refund are among the complaints. The pandemic COVID-19 has increased demand for courier service despite the pandemic's slight reduction in shipment times. LIMR 2020 claims that daily order volume has remained nearly constant. During the pandemic, the author stated that the demand for shipping and courier services has increased. Incorrectly handling packages at courier hubs. According to Sadoram 2021, a ministry statement, the problem was caused by increased effort due to unexpected increases in package size as well as dissatisfaction with changes in the commission payout structure. Investigation have been done, and therefore the author also mentioned that the investigation determined that the incident occurred at the company's Perak headquarters. Now, move on to the research question and research objective of this topic. First is, what are the components of service quality? Second, which of the service quality components is most important for a courier company? Third, how is service quality affecting customer satisfaction level? So, what is the research objective? First is to determine the components of service quality. Second is to identify the service quality components that are most important for a courier company. And lastly is to analyze the service quality affecting customer satisfaction level. Move on to the literature review, which is comprised of theories and framework. Customer satisfaction comes first for the theories. Customer satisfaction refers to how happy customers are with the company's services and products. Customer satisfaction is defined as a customer expression of happiness or dissatisfaction as a result of an assessment of perceived service quality, performance, and actual service provided, Kotler and Keller 2009. Then, there's the issue of service quality. The term service quality refers to a customer assessment of a company's performance in providing services. The customer's attitude or assessment of service superiority is referred to as service quality, Robinson 1999. In terms of service quality, tangible is the first thing to look at. This dimension sets out the physical representation or image of the service that customers, especially new customers, will use to figure out how good the service is. Most businesses mix tangible things with something else to come up with a plan for a service excellence, Wilson et al. 2008. Next, we look at reliability. This dimension is more about meeting customers' needs in terms of how quickly companies can get their another service to them. Another way to say that a business or organization is reliable is if they can do what they say, they can do it quickly and accurately, Nike 2017. Thus, the companies have a duty to make sure the parcels are delivered on time to customers. The third thing is responsiveness. Responsiveness has the biggest impact on how people think and how people satisfied they are with their service. The responsiveness dimensions are based on how quickly you can respond and give feedback to clients who have problems with the company. Gulf 2017. And empathy is the next thing that we'll talk about. This dimension is all about personalized or customer service, with understanding what each customer is unique and special, and with the understanding and that their needs are taken into account and met. Wilson et al. 2008. Finally, you need to have assurance. This part of assurance is about how the customer thinks, about how safe and private they think they are. Hasan et al. 2010. Thus, safety standards took into account the quality of the items and products that people bought, whether they were in good condition or not. Hypothesis is all about the predicted outcome from this study. There is no null hypothesis for this study. All the independent variables are predicted to be correlated with customer satisfaction level on courier service in Malacca. Next, every study requires a method. Now let's talk about the research methodology. The research design used descriptive research to describe the phenomenon and population being studied. Descriptive research is used to explain how things are connected and occur. The researcher topics require surveying Malacca residents to assess their satisfaction with courier services. Quantitative research uses structured questions with predetermined responses from large numbers of people. Burns and Bush, 2006. The researchers used a quantitative research design. In this study, quantitative research, unlike qualitative research, uses numerical or empirical data. Methodological choices is a predefined portfolio of rules, methods, procedures, and instruments. Customer satisfaction will be quantified. Obtaining quantitative data allows the researcher to perform advanced statistical analyses that aggregate, correlate, or compare data. Research strategy. Obtaining quantitative data allows the researcher to perform advanced statistical analyses that aggregate, correlate, or compare data. Surveys, ethnography, narrative, inquiry, experiments, grounded theory, case archival research, and action research are just some of the research strategies that can be used. Because this is a descriptive topic, a survey will be used. Use Kurdzic-Morgan sample size table 1970 and pilot test to select the sample size. Data source. This study used primary and secondary data. This study used a questionnaire to collect primary data, while secondary data came from books, journal. Location of the study. The study will be conducted in Malacca, with a focus on Central Malacca district. The researcher chose this location because it is close to her study. There's also a few numbers of courier branch, and the number of population is suitable for this study. This site also fits the researcher's time frame. A research instrument collects, quantifies, and analyzes data about research interests related to the study's topic. Research instruments include tests, surveys, scales, questionnaires, and study designs. A questionnaire collects statistics that can be used to review and evaluate data. Multiple choice and Likert scale question will be used in the survey. The researchers will then use SPSS to analyze the data obtained from the questionnaires. To begin, the tangible variable's Cronbach alpha value is 0.928, which indicates an excellent result, while reliability is 0.948, which is also indicating excellent results. Reliability was the highest value of Cronbach alpha, which means that the variable is highly consistent. Cronbach alpha value for responsiveness 0.927, which is also excellent result. And lastly, the empathy variable for Cronbach alpha value is 0.807. However, when compared to other independent variables, the empathy variable's Cronbach alpha is the lowest. Even though it has the lowest value, it is still a good result as long as it is greater than 0.8. As a result, the researcher also calculated the mean of the 7 questions using SPSS. The dependent variable value for Cronbach alpha is 0.840. It indicates that the dependent variable has a good result. The result presented above is based on responses to 7 questions submitted by citizens. Concerning the first independent variable mentioned previously, it was tangible, which had a correlation coefficient 0.204. The correlation coefficient for reliability is 0.199, and then for the responsiveness is 0.266, and for assurance is 0.211, and lastly is empathy, which is 0.162. Correlation values indicated that all independent variables has a very low positive correlation with the dependent variable. This is because the correlation coefficient value was lower than 0.39. Moreover, there is one variable that has a level of significance at 0.0, which responsiveness. It indicates that responsiveness has a strong significant correlation with customer satisfaction. Thus, tangible reliability assurance significance level are 0.05, which means that there is a significant correlation with the dependent variables. However, there is also independent variables that has above 0.09 significant value, which is empathy. It means that there is a non-significant correlation between empathy and customer satisfaction. Objective 1. To determine the components of service quality based on the previous chapter in literature review. The components of service quality developed based on Ramya et al. 2019 are tangible, responsiveness, assurance, empathy, and reliability. First components are tangible, which included physical buildings, equipment, staff, and facilities such as communication materials of the courier service in Malacca. Second is responsiveness, which is the ability to assist customers and provide fast service. Thirdly is reliability, which is the courier service in Malacca capacity to provide the promised service in a timely and precise manner. Fourth is assurance, which are personal expertise and stability, as well as courier service in Malacca capability to inspire confidence and trust. Lastly, the empathy is the business consumers receive compassionate and customized service. The objective 2. To identify the service quality components that are most important for a courier company. This segment will investigate and respond to second objective of this study. To identify the service quality components that are most important for a courier company based on the finding, courier customer in Malacca has the most satisfaction toward responsiveness service quality, which is significant value 0.003. From these results, can be concluded that responsiveness service quality is the most important component for a courier company. Similar study from Dwinto et al. 2018 find that customers from domestic post parcel at post office Banjarmasin consider the responsiveness variable, which includes the willingness to clarify post-packet delivery information, the spend and service delivery at the counter, and the interest in helping and respond to customer demand to be the most important and influential factor in improving customer satisfaction. Moreover, related to study from Tech JET 2020 found out that among the factors studied, responsiveness was shown to have strongest link with customer loyalty. The table shows that hypotheses H1, H2, H3, and H4 are supported and accepted, with the exception of H5. The data acquired indicates that the four elements of service quality have an effect on customer satisfaction level with courier service. The responsiveness dimension has the most effect, followed by the assurance, tangibility, and reliability dimensions. This confirms in the conclusion of Kudus and Kudrashas 2014 stated that four dimensions are critical elements affecting and influencing customer satisfaction level with courier services quality. During an outbreak, courier service customers were very delighted with their services. This demonstrates that the courier service lived up to the client's expectation. Thank you for watching.